You're watching T2T Boxing.
This is Tommy Watt for T2T Boxing and IFL TV. I'm joined by Duco Promoter, Dean Lonergan.
What are you doing down here? IFL TV, that's the one Eddie Hearn turns up all the time.
Yeah, you know that. Well, they got me down here, down under, just keeping English tabs on things.
Got you going.
That's it, mate.
I couldn't be as good as Eddie. His impersonations are magnificent.
Yeah, you need to start working on those for next time, mate. So you obviously...
Great hit for radio, that's my specialty. So maybe we should turn the camera off and I'll just...
We'll just do an audio one.
Yeah.
So you're responsible for bringing the biggest fight to Australian shores that we've seen. And I know there's plans in the works for another one, but Jeff looks likely to be fighting Gary Corker. I know it's not 100% confirmed yet officially. This won't go out until tomorrow. Yeah. So yeah, what are your thoughts on that and the plans further afield? I understand that Crawford or Pacquiao is next if all goes well.
Look, there's a whole lot of things that could happen. You know, we've first and foremost we've got to get past this next fight, which will, in a perfect world, will be here in Brisbane. It'll be here before the end of the year. We've got some announcements coming up tomorrow. Yeah. So don't want to extrapolate too much on that, but you know, when you get to this level, you just never know what's going to happen. So really, you know, my job is to look forward, but Jeff's job is to look right now. Yeah. So we'll get the announcement out of the way tomorrow. Sort of announcement is coming up. Yeah. And then, you know, but we've got a lot of planning for a lot of different things.
Yeah, there will be that tomorrow for the announcement.
I think there's a lot of talent in Australian boxing, and I'm really keen to develop it.
Yeah, well, I was down with George Kambosos earlier this week.
I heard George went really well yesterday.
He did. Very impressive knockout. Knocked the guy down 3 times.
Round,
yeah.
Got the win.
And I think he probably won every round up until then.
I think George is a great talent, and he's a very rare person who can do 2 things. Not only can he fight well in the ring, and he's absolutely committed and dedicated to his training, which is a big deal. Yeah. But he can really talk.
Yes, he can.
As we've found out with Conor McGregor, you know, that's a real asset. And you know, I've been talking to Jimmy, his father, who's also his manager, and we talked to George for quite some time. I've just got to tidy up some business stuff at my end, and then we'd love to have a long-term discussion with him, because those guys are, you know, they're really good at what they do.
Yeah, absolutely. And I know when we spoke after the Horn fight, there was mention of potentially a Lomachenko Kambosos fight further down the line. He said on Monday he'd be keen for that. Is that still in the works?
The answer is I would love to get Vasyl Lomachenko to come down to Australia and fight down here. And I think, you know, one of the things about Australians is they want to see the world's best, and there's no doubt that Lomachenko is definitely that. And he's got a big fight coming up soon against Rickendell.
Yes, he does.
On the 9th of December at Madison Square Gardens. So I'm in constant contact with Bob Arum on these things. Yeah. And I think we've seen with Pacquiao, there's a real appetite in Australia for big-time boxing, and Lomachenko brings a big time to the table, you know, through reputation or through his skill. And I think a Lomachenko-George Kambosos fight, maybe a Lomachenko-Kai McKenzie, or maybe Lomachenko-Billy Dibb, is all possible, and who knows what's going to happen in the future.
Exciting times ahead, exciting times ahead. Well, we'll see you tomorrow at that press conference, and we'll officially get the word out that everyone seems to know already. But look, enjoy the rest of the night. I think I'm actually sitting next to you, so I'll see you very shortly, and yeah, we'll speak to you tomorrow.
What I am going to do is get some tips off Eddie Hearn on how to do the voices, a bit of funny stuff.
That's it. Next time we'll get a back and forth going.
I was going to say that'll be his Cockney background, but he doesn't go. He's not from the East End.
He's not. No, he's far from the East End, I think.
Or silver spoon.
Yeah.
The plastic one.
The nicer side of Essex. So, right, we'll let you go, Dean. I'll refrain from making a comment about those rather blinging jeans that you're wearing this evening. And
all the way from Miami.
All the way from Miami. And yeah, look, fingers crossed. Thanks for, as I say, bringing big fights to Australia, and long may it continue.
Let's hope it does.
Cheers, Dean.